Here. Sorry for the technical difficulties this evening, but hello and welcome to each and every one of you for being a part of the Wisdom and the Prosperity broadcast tonight. Tonight we're going to be speaking about probably one of the most important subjects actually done live on survey. I've actually performed this survey about 8, 9, 10 times in my life, and most of them are from different cities. So I want to just get started. Good to have each and every one of you this evening. In order to post something, if you want it to go live, then you have to post hashtag GoLive and then your comments. You can't do that the whole time, but if you could do it a few times during the broadcast, we'd really appreciate it. Just put hashtag GoLive, no spaces, GoLive, capital G, capital L, GoLive, and then space, and then type your comments, I want to speak to you this evening about probably the greatest challenge that I have found with people when they're trying to make their way to the wealth, to the gateway of wealth, to the gateway of happiness, to the gateway of money, to the gateway of prosperity and so forth. And it's pretty interesting how all of this comes about. And I'd like to share with you some of the things that I've found, and maybe this will, thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciate that. One of the challenges that we have in this modern life, is that there's so many options. It didn't used to be that we had this many options. If you will remember, it used to be that our options were pretty well limited. In other words, you didn't have a lot of options to do so many great things. It used to be that you only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10 options, whatever they were, to do great things. But now there's so many options. There's so many things throughout our lives that's kind of vying for our attention, as you do this, do that, and so forth. And if we're not careful, if we don't manage this modern life, it will manage us. I hope that somebody gets at least that phrase. If we don't manage this modern life will manage us. It's just that simple. So if you're not managing this modern life, I'm talking about the modern life that we have, and you know what I'm talking about. A part of managing this modern life is just making the choice that this is what I feel, and this is what's important to me, and this is what I really want to do. So I'm getting ready to get to this survey, which I think you're going to find is very interesting, to say the least. So in managing this modern life that we have today, we have to understand that it's what do I feel, what do I really want to do, and then what's important to me to do. By the way, good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you for being with us this evening on this Wisdom, Wealth, and Prosperity broadcast. If you still want to invite someone, you can. We would appreciate that very much. Be sure that you do your hashtag GoLive and then your comment. If you do that, I'd really, there they are. They're thank you very much for doing that. We appreciate it. We have a new system here, so apologize.